Hey everyone, this is Lisa from the Rhinestone World, and in this video we're going to be pressing 3 different kinds of Siser heat transfer vinyl to these cool little pre-made Santa bags for Christmas time. So in this video we're going to be pressing our Easy Weed foil, we're going to be pressing Easy Weed electric, and then we're also going to be pressing Easy Weed glitter. And in this, we're also going to go over Silhouette Studio software on how to bring in a picture of this bag to curve our text to go with this banner here. I have my names set up in here in Silhouette Studio for my bags. So these 2 names are already good and I've welded them already. They're all set to go. I'm just going to make sure they're the correct size for the bag. Now for my last bag, the name is going to be curved a little bit. And so with this one, it's got a cute little ribbon, but the ribbon does arch up. So I want to make sure I'm curving my text to go with that to kind of fit with the theme of the bag. So what I did is I took a picture of the bag and I sent it to myself. So let me open it in a new document. So let's go right here to my Santa bag, and we have it right here. So as you can see, my picture is very large. So I'm very quickly going to resize it to make it easier to work with. So if I click on my image, you'll see that my scale tool shows up here. Now this is 56 inches wide, so a little big. Let's go ahead, make sure you have this lock turned on. I'm just gonna resize this to like 12 inches wide. Oops, let me type in there. 12 inches wide, hit tab, and then hit enter. Now I can see it shrunk all the way down, and I can't see it. So here's a cool shortcut with Silhouette Studio in version 4. Now that I have it shrunk, it's still selected. I can tell because I have my quick access toolbar still has some options on there. So if I click this right here, it brings my design to the center of the page. So I'm all set with that. And now I just want to rotate it. So I'm going to use this green button here, hold down shift, and this will rotate it in 45-degree increments so it goes nicely. So you can see here's my bag, and the name is going to go right in here. So I need to find a way to curve my text to go at this shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a trace on this image. We don't want a perfect object here. We're basically just finding the shape of that and curving our text to that. So let's go right here to the trace panel right here on the right. Let's do select trace area. And then we're just going to draw a box over our little arrow or banner here. So you can see we have our banner all set. I'm going to adjust it like that. And you can see a whole bunch has turned yellow. The red part in there will turn yellow as well for the trace. That's totally fine. We're just focusing on this part here. So just leave it like that. So let's go right here. Let's do trace. And now I can move this over to the side. And then here is my little banner. So let's go ahead. Let's click on it. Let's copy and paste it back over where my name is. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to put text to path, and we're going to do it on this inside line here. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of just make my text smaller. I want to fit kind of in there, and now I'm going to double click on my text. Double clicking will open up text edit mode, which means that you can change things around and you can manipulate it. We have this green box around it, which indicates that we're in text edit mode. Right here we have this little compass arrow. It's how you move it. If you click on here and drag it down, it'll start curving around a line. So I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to put it on my line right here. And now you can see this is going to be like right on the line. I don't want it. I want it to be in the middle. So I can go right here, use my little slider, and put this on the middle here. So you can see that my Y is going to overlap my design. I'm going to do that on purpose. I want my text to go a little bit outside of that banner. You can also just make it smaller as well. So let me go ahead, double click on here. Let's take this out of text edit, the text wrap, and let's just shrink it down just a little bit. And now repeat the process. Double click, drag this down, and now we have this on our little banner. And then we can take the slider and bring this up to the middle of my design. And sometimes you can accidentally click on there, that's okay. So we'll go right here, double click, and just bring it up. And sometimes you'll have issues with the slider. That's totally fine. You can adjust that as you go. So once you're all set with this, you're going to take your design and we're going to go over and we want to weld this together. And the reason why is we have overlapping lines. Let me zoom in for you. You have these overlapping lines, and you don't want that there. So we're going to take that. Let's go ahead and select our whole word. And then let's just do weld. And now you can see, and we have it all set. And the bottom part and the M are not touching, so they're in separate objects. So we're just going to right click, group it together. So now we can go ahead, take our name, and it'll fit right there, and we'll have it all set. So I'm just going to go ahead and resize it. The problem right here is that this banner is like 6 inches wide, and my banner on here is going to be 14 inches wide. So we're going to take my design, and we're just going to kind of grab the arrow, the little banner here, and we're going to stretch it out so that my name is about the size I want it to be. So we have this set, and now we can see my name is right here, and now we're all set to cut. So I'm just going to take my names, mirror them because I'm cutting HTV, and then I'll be ready to apply it to my bag. So I'm going to be pressing 3 bags. So these are 3 different styles, and I'm actually going to be using 3 different types of vinyl for them as well. So here's my first bag. This is like a canvas cotton material. So you can see it has some wrinkles in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down on the press. I'm going to do a quick pre-press, just a few seconds to get moisture and wrinkles out. So I'm going to bring that down, and my heat press is set to 300 degrees. So what I'm doing is I'm finding a middle ground for all the vinyl that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to kind of press it in the middle of all of that. So I'm just going to pre-press one more time. I can feel some moisture in it still. It's almost like steam came out. So I want this to be totally dry. So I'm going to position my bag like this. Some people will press it upside down, no problem. For me, I don't like doing it. It gets a little tricky for me, so I just go ahead, kind of drape it past the end. So the 3 types of vinyl that we're going to be pressing is Easy Weed Electric, Easy Weed Foil, and then Siser Glitter. All of this is part of the Siser line. Now, the electric lines presses at 305, the foil presses around 280 to 290, and then glitter presses at 315. So I'm going to basically split the difference and go right in between all of them. So here's our first name. This is our Easy Weed Electric. We're going to go ahead, find our placement. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, kind of putting it in between here. If you really want to, you can always measure or fold your bag in half and make a crease, but I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and use our cover sheet. I'm going to tug on this to make sure I don't have a weird wrinkle showing up. And now we're just going to press this for 15 seconds at 300 degrees. Let's remove our cover sheet. And now you can go ahead and peel this up. Electric is a hot or cold peel. So we have that all set. And here is our first name. So we have that in our Easy Weed Electric. This has a nice sheen to it, but it's not glitter. So this is great for bags for boys because it stands out. It's got that nice contrast with the print that's already on here. Put a little something on there. So let's go ahead and do our next bag. So this bag is a green bag. So, you know, we could do red, but I want to do something a little bit different. So let's just go through. I'm going to pre-press just a little bit. We're going to get those moisture, all that moisture, all those wrinkles out. All right, so we're all set here. With some bags that are dyed, you may see a little bit of a color change from the heat. 9 times out of 10 that will go away. That's totally normal. If any case it does not go away, you can always kind of hit the whole bag with heat and it'll even it out. All right, so let's go ahead and place our Easy Weed foil. We're going to put that right on there. And I'm just going to bring this down just a little bit. So we're all set with that. I'm just going to adjust it, make sure I'm happy with the placement. Sometimes I'll like take it out of the press too and look at it straight on without a shadow just to be safe. So let's go ahead and cover this. And we'll press this for 15 seconds as well. Now, Easy Weed foil is a warm peel, so you don't want to peel this up right away. I'm going to kind of take my bag and rub it on my vinyl a little bit, kind of cool it down. I'm just going to let that go. So I'm going to move this over and let it cool just a little bit, and then I'll peel this up. Here's our cooled off Easy Weed foil. Let's go ahead and peel off our carrier. And now we have a nice name and this nice gold foil look. So it's got that nice bright look to it. But again, it's not that super sparkly glitter, so nice middle ground when you want to do things for boys. So let's go back over to the press and we'll do our last one. Here's our last bag. Now this is the one that has the curve on it. So I'm going to go over here, do my pre-press. Let's go ahead and bring that down. We're going to get that moisture and those wrinkles out. All right, so I'm all happy with that. Let's go ahead and just bring that back over there. All right, so here's our ribbon. So if you look at the word, it does curve a little bit. So we did that to offset the curve on here to make it kind of go with that ribbon. So we're just going to kind of adjust it, find our placement. So we have that all set, and now we're ready to press. All right, let's remove our cover sheet. We can peel up our glitter. And now we have our third bag done. So we have our Michaela, and this is the Siser glitter in red. So if you would like to get any of the glitter or the vinyl in this video, you can check out our website at therhinestoneworld.com. And if you have any questions, you can email us at info@therhinestoneworld.com or comment below. Hey everyone, if you like this video, click here to find more Silhouette Studio tutorials. If you'd like to buy any of the materials used in this video, find the link below to buy Siser heat transfer vinyl on our website. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.